Hey everyone, it's Adam signing in again. Today I'm going to go over another .com company. So this one isn't going to be as big as InfoSpace. The InfoSpace collapse, which they got a valuation of $31 billion at the height. This is actually a private company. And I kind of wanted to go over this one because you may have remembered the commercials. It was only around for about 2.5 years, but Whoopi Goldberg was their spokesperson, and they launched an $8 million advertising campaign in '99, 2000, and they received over $35 million in venture money, and they would end up going bankrupt in 2001. So with the company Flues.com, customers would go to the Flues website to buy the Flues currency, which could be used as essentially like gift certificates at about 30 different websites. So they had Tower Records, Barnes and Noble, and J. Crew were among the largest partners that they had. And so you essentially buy these gift certificates. I'm assuming there was like a code associated with it, so you can then go online to these websites of the major retailers and purchase goods and services. Or, well, I guess, yeah, I'm not sure all the websites, but you just purchase their products essentially. Um, so corporate clients also bought Flues as well. So it would be used as a currency to award employees and employee incentive programs. And this article is from CNN Business. And um, corporate partners included Cisco and Delta Airlines. So essentially, what they thought was the future of internet commerce was going to be not with credit cards. They thought it was going to be gift certificates or like almost like a digital currency. And from what I can tell, is they thought it was going to be like this because of the security associated with the transaction. So they thought they were concerned about credit card theft, and obviously that's still a concern today. But they thought with these gift certificates, it would be less risky. So obviously that did not come into fruition. And credit card usage is going to be the primary. Well, I guess you can use ACH. And even today, you can. I'm not sure if you can, because it is somewhat similar to it's a digital currency like a Bitcoin, but in my view, like they never. I guess they kind of intended it to be like a currency. So, but you wouldn't have. I'm assuming they wouldn't have these like wild fluctuations like Bitcoin does, because it's really like an asset class. So I'm not sure if they intended for this to be like another currency. And I, they don't have like a publicly available 10K because it was a private company. So let me bring up an article here from the Guardian. Yeah, what happened is actually one of the reasons they claim why they went out of business was because there was a online fraud ring that purchased, it was like $300,000 in these Flues certificates. So what happened is they had all these chargebacks because they purchased them with stolen credit cards. So the merchant account provider ended up putting like $1 million risk reserve, and they had a lot of problems with their merchant account. But I don't think that would be the only reason why they went under, because I mean it was like over 35 million in venture, and $300,000 didn't seem like um, it seems like that could have been dealt with. I think it was other reasons. I think they blame the economic downturn as well, because in March 2000 is when things started to really kind of roll over in the .com bubble, and it never. I think there were some bounces, but it just never recovered. Like that was the peak. Yeah, Tower Records. I remember Tower Records. That was a cool place to go to. You buy CDs, and they had like, I think they had like movies and DVDs there too. This is from Business Insider. Yeah, it never went public. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. That was a quick. Uh, there it is. There's Whoopi Goldberg with the advertising for flus. Yeah, this article kind of compares it to Bitcoin, but I don't think it's their intention wasn't to have like a currency that essentially maintains value that has like scarcity associated with the currency. I think it was done more for protection, an attempt at protection of the consumer. Because I'm not sure back at that time in like the late '90s if they had like the like AVS and CBB or like CBV2. These are things that are provided a layer of protection for the consumer when ordering online. I'm not sure if they utilized that in online forums back at that time. So, well, that's the kind of the brief story of flus there. It wasn't a ton of information on it. I went through the internet, so that's kind of all I could find. So I hope everyone enjoyed listening, and hope everyone has a great rest of their day.